coming to you from the Charleston Beer Fest down by the river with Christian, Director of Sales and Marketing at Estuary Brewing Company. Christian, let's get the basic stuff out of the way. What brought you down here to the riverfront?
We're just here for a beautiful event with all these talented local breweries here in town. I mean, there's nothing better than gathering a bunch of strangers, a bunch of breweries all together for one day to share one beautiful thing we have in common, and that is beer. There's nothing more romantic about that.
So tell us a little bit about Estuary, how it started, what the name's about, what the logo's about, some background information, owners, brewers, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, so we are going on 2 years old. We started, our owners we're a veteran-owned and employee-owned brewery. So, you know, we do a lot of things with a lot of nonprofits, a lot of local communities. Like so we started, our owner was owner of a brewery in Vail, Colorado. And then originally from Charleston, wanted to come out here and just spread his love for this industry. And then doing so, you know, met a lot of other passionate people along the way. So, you know, Estuary is that freshwater, saltwater coming together and creating something really beautiful, right? We recently just kind of rebranded a little bit, kind of take a little bit on the water and wave side of things. You know, I mentioned earlier we are a veteran-owned brewery. Well, one of our beers, Cabrini Drifter, is a beer brewed for Cabrini Kites. So they're based in Miami, but they're worldwide. So we partnered up and created this project called Newfound Freedom Project, where we link up with Cabrini Kites. We host demos around the world. And we donate a portion of all our proceeds back to Tidal Flow, which is a nonprofit for disabled veterans, to kind of get them back out on the water. Kind of really just give them a second chance at things that they potentially thought they could lose, you know what I mean? So how do we branch all these beautiful things together? Is beer, you know? Scott being from Charleston was like, man, this is a perfect opportunity to take my past and create it into something bigger, you know, something better. You know, you hear it all the time. It's like, there's 5 ingredients in beer, right? And we're here because of it. Water, malt, hops, yeast, and love, right? Yes. You know what I mean? So I think that's the kind of coolest part is that love. So what could we do? And then that's when we're like, light bulb. Hey, let's link up with something bigger. Let's do something bigger than just the beer. Let's create more of a lifestyle brand. And then after that, it was just like, hold on to your horses. You know, linking up with Southern Eagle, a great distributor in town, and they kind of said, hold on and let's rock and roll. We just recently launched distribution into Florida, from Jupiter to Key West. Yeah, so which is super awesome. So we're down there quite often, every Total Wine down there. We're trying to really just branch the market a little bit. We're getting ready to launch into Savannah here in the next few weeks. Then we're gonna branch up into the upstate. So we're kind of take over the world, man.
Okay. I live just outside of Columbia, but I'm in the upstate an awful lot, so that's good to know.
Yeah, we're hoping to pop up with Columbia Craft for a collaboration here in the near future. I know you guys are going to be watching, so holler at me, Teddy. We got this. You know, and I think that's the coolest part is being able to brew beer with all these other breweries, you know, and do something bigger.
All right, well, let's talk more about beer. What'd you bring today and why?
Oh, man, so we brought our Cabrini Drifter, like I was just talking about, our Hella Style Lager. It's really nice, easy drinking, 5% alcohol, a little bit more malt forward characteristics to it, but still light. And then we brought a Hazy Wheat Ale, brewed in collaboration with Kenny Flowers, which is a shirt company. They're nationwide. They design golf shirts, Hawaiian shirts. And then we did our flagship 25 Island Wide, which is a hazy IPA brewed with Nelson and Galaxy. And oh, fire. And then we brought our seasonal New England fresh whipped with pineapples and lactose. So, you know, you get a little bit of lactose. People get scared away by it a little bit, but it kind of mellows it out a little bit, kind of rounds out some of that bitterness. You know, and that pineapple is just like kind of reminder of, hey, it's still summertime here in the South. You know what I mean? Summertime in the South you know what I mean? So I think that's the kind of cool part about that beer too, and it's got a little bit of everything in there, and really love that bite.
That's what I'm sipping on, and the pineapple is like there, very noticeable, but a little bit subtle, but it's very, very light for something with lactose. Typically, you think it's a beer with lactose, it's going to be heavy and thick and like overly creamy.
Yeah, overly creamy. I mean, the lactose, unfermented sugar, don't break down it, you know what I mean? But it just kind of adds a little bit of body to the beer as well. Like I said, and kind of rounds out some of that bitterness from the traditional IPA itself. So,
typically when you go out brewery hopping, you want something to soak up all the tasty beer you're drinking. What does Estuary offer on site as far as food's concerned?
Food concerned? So we're actually getting ready to open up a food truck, a pizza truck on site. We have a food truck right now, and
Your own?
Huh?
Your own, not partnership with a different food truck. Your own.
Yeah,
food
no,
truck.
our own food truck. It's a pizza oven. So we're about to have it on site in the next month. Right now, we currently have food on site from a company called Crystal Coast. They're a seafood company, which is really awesome. And we actually roast our own coffee too. So we roast our own coffee in the morning and brew our own beer too. So when those two smells come together, yo, you remember that cartoon back in the day where it has the animated scent that just crawls under your nose? And it's like, so yeah. Right. So when you get the coffee and then you get the beer, and those two smells come together, they just kind of hit one nostril each, and then your life just changes, right? So 8 a.m. we open up for coffee. 10 a.m. we open up for beer. But you know, you have a couple glasses of coffee, respond to a few emails, and before you hit that road, yeah, you can try a little beer here and there. You know what I mean? Nothing's gonna hurt you.
That's right. That's right. So does that affect your hours of operation? Do you open up earlier so people can come by for coffee?
Yes, we open up at 8 a.m. every day, Monday through Sunday, and then we'll close at 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. on the weekends.
Awesome. Okay, now you already went into this a little bit, but community ties with Estuary. You went into a bit with the proceeds from the Hellas that go back to veterans. What's Estuary's overall footprint with giving back, community ties, other brewers you work with, local artists, musicians, whatever the case may be, charities?
Yeah, I mean, you know, as much as possible, as much as we can spread the love and create something bigger, you know, we're gonna do it. You know, I mean, our whole mindset is that giving back, you know, creating something bigger than beer itself. So, you know, we're definitely not shy to, you know, donate to this, to this, to that, to this. You know what I mean? I mean, anything and anything that we can help better, not just the community, but our brand, and then kind of join those forces together. We're all about it.
Amazing. Now I gotta ask, at one point I was kind of writing off coming here. I didn't know if I would make it. I didn't know if I was able to spring the ticket, and I wound up entering a giveaway that a certain someone on your hat was offering, and I wound up winning it. So I have to ask about Work for Your Beer since you're repping them on your cap.
Man, that shit gives me goosebumps, man. You know, I think being in this industry, you have to have some passion, right? And you have to have some love. These ladies, what they're doing for this industry on their own free will, you know, they're going around promoting this brand in ways that we never thought beer could be promoted in that way, you know. And they're going out to these breweries. They are just doing anything and everything that they can to promote something that they love. And shit, I mean, that's fucking awesome, man. You know what I mean? You get not just one gal, but you get a group of gals together that are a bunch of badass women who love this industry. I mean, I don't know about you, man, but that's something beautiful right there. You know, I mean, it's, you know, unfortunately, it's a male-dominated industry, and them breaking into it, you know, it's the most beautiful thing ever. You know,
it speaks to the power of reach of social media that social media can have.
Absolutely. I mean, but without those ladies, you know, without the people that we have in this industry, I mean, why would we be here? You know, why would we be doing what we're doing? You know, it's for this entire group. The black, white, purple, greens, yellows. You know what I mean? It's for everybody. Beer is something so much bigger than just beer itself. You know what I mean? So, and I think that's the most beautiful part about it. And these ladies are doing a great job showcasing not only these local breweries, but also more regional side as well.
If you can color it purple, black, white, green, or yellow,
yeah,
that usually brings the customers in even more.
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
is that?
Yeah. I mean, and it's like, but what can we do? You know, we can do something so much more together than we can do apart, right? So let's attack that. Let's hit that right in the head. You know what I mean? Let's do things together. Let's have fun. You know. So I think that's the most beautiful part.
Christian, thank you so much for joining me. If you want more from me, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. Follow me on my social media channels, TikTok and Instagram at Nutmeg2Palmetto. Christian, final word, you're the guest. What you got for me, brother?
Bigger than beer, my friend. Creating something bigger than beer. And the most important part is that fifth ingredient. You know, water, malt, hops, yeast, and love.
That's right.
Yeah.
Christian, thank you for joining me. I'll let you get back to the taps.
Awesome. Thanks,
Have a
man.
good time.
Appreciate it. Take care, pal. Have a good one.
Stay tuned for more from Charleston Craft Beer Fest.